This is a collaboration between the Music in the Round and Sheffield Music Hub to present a singing project throughout Sheffield, and in particular be working with local schools to encourage children to sing and to keep singing as well.
Ultimately, the project is all about giving students the opportunity to sing as a group and the various musical and wider educational benefits that brings. That's what this is about. It just happens we're using Schubert to do it.
On your own. But at the end of the concert, we're going to ask Roddy to sing with us. Now, I don't think any of you yet have heard Roddy
Pete
sing.
came in to work with us initially, and he taught us the songs and came in with some very nice backing tracks for us to sing along to and things like that. We've also had other music lessons then where I've led sessions with the students and rehearsed, and we've been able to look a little bit more in depth of what it is to be a choir, which is a sort of barrier that I think our students had up to this point, is they'd perhaps sung on their own but not sung together in a big group. So that was one of the things we then sort of changed our focus to look at, was actually singing together is just as important as the songs themselves and the story that's behind them.
Everyone is learning all the way along, and some of those children have sung quite a bit before at primary school. Some of them seem not to have done much at all at primary school. So you start with the high notes and the low notes and get them to really listen. And I find once you can get them pitching a high and a low, once they've got that, the rest's easy. And they work with it, and they've come so far. They've come so far in the 6 weeks we've done the project.
One of the things that makes this project so exciting for us and for Sheffield Music Hub is the person who's leading it for us, Roderick Williams. He's a wonderful singer who one day might be performing at Carnegie Hall in New York, the next at the Royal Opera House in Covent Garden. But he has this extraordinary way of engaging with people of all ages and all musical backgrounds and abilities and experience in a very instant and incredibly encouraging way. He's a perfect partner for us.
On the face of it, I think teaching Schubert songs to year sevens could be thought of, borderline suicidal, in fact. But they have really taken them to heart, and I think that's the quality of the Schubert themselves, the sort of folk-like quality of the songs. The children have actually made more of progress in these songs than I have to date so far, because I've been so busy with other things. So I'm a bit jealous about how far they've got into them.
The things they've actually got out of this are things like confidence building. There's quite a few children in there who don't have good confidence, but because they're actually working on something with the friends, it becomes okay to do it. So, if you listen to the group like today, they're so loud and they're so into what they're doing. And also because they've had some input into it, it's made them really proud of what they're doing and what they've actually achieved. And
our students really are proud of it. You can tell that in the way that they sing, especially the song they've composed of their own. They are so proud of that, and they sing that so well. They actually want to perform it within the school environment, which for us is quite a big deal.
Swooping around the tender-hearted, approachable step, I'll never get a rest.
Each school's composed their own song, and they both take inspiration from the original Schubert songs as well, both texturally and musically, and they've really enjoyed that process. They were fabulously lucky to work with Andy Smith, who's a composer and animateur who came in, did 2 sessions with them and got so much out of them. Yeah, they've done fabulous work.
What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong?
We've been singing some songs which has firstly been translated into English from German, I think. Peter, he's come in and he's been teaching us how to sing. At first we weren't very good at singing, but then he's been teaching us high tones, low tones, and that's how we've been learning.
We made our own rap to go with the music and make people go into the groove. It's been amazing so far.
I've enjoyed it because we work as a team and we made a song all by working together.
Lots of them have turned around and said, actually, classical music isn't so bad. I thought it to be really rubbish, but actually I've really enjoyed this.
I thought it was boring because it had no rhythm and no beat, but now I think it's okay.
It's actually not that bad. It's pretty decent. I haven't heard it before, but now I know what it sounds like and it sounds good. Before I used to think that classical music was like boring and slow, but now that I'm with Peter Taylor, he taught us a lot about classical music, how it could be fun and inspirational to kids.
At first, I didn't like it. It's not like really our type. But then after when we got in more into the weeks, then kind of really enjoyed it.
Schubert is not the preserve of the concert hall. Actually, I think for him, was such a wonderfully modest composer. I think it's much more about sharing this with as many people as possible in an intimate setting. That, for me, is the biggest thing I take from this, that Schubert songs work in a school's setting in a Methodist church in Sheffield. And I can still get that buzz, the hair on the back of the neck, that sort of tingle from hearing a performance. I'm inspired by that. So for me, yeah, a huge, huge success.
It seems to me that the young singers are having a great time, and the smiles on the faces are the brilliant evidence of that.
I've been amazingly impressed with them. I think they've come so very far. The piece of music's a winter's journey, and they've come on an enormous journey.
We're already looking at ways we can use this project next year within our own school, and actually to share it with Handsworth as well, to see if we can actually use this for our schemes of work and to develop some of the skills we've already learnt.
To us, this is a starting point. It's the first time we've had a chance to do anything like this. So, you know, if somebody comes up and says, oh, we've got this project on the go, what do you think? It'd be a matter of saying, absolutely, let's go for it, because it's just really good fun.
It's been great and we've really enjoyed it.
We would like to do this again if we could. I think it's a really good experience. It gives me inspiration to sing in the future.
It was just fantastic, yes.
Really, it's opened our eyes to what young people can do when given the right sort of guidance. It's just unbelievable.
For me, to see young people engaged is really exciting.
I just love to hear children being inspired to sing. They just should sing, it's just so good for them.
They've really gone for it, and what a wonderful project.
And obviously enjoying it too.